Here on storytelling in business. The concept is going to be, how do you tell your story in business in a better format? Storytelling in business is the key to revenue right now. Everyone thinks it's about the product and the widget. It's not. It's about the story you're trying to tell. You tell a better story, people are interested. What your thing does is secondary. How it helps them is the sale. So, storytelling in business, how do we do it? Most businesses have a problem. Almost every business that I come across, especially in the fintech side of the world, they cannot effectively communicate the value they bring. They don't have a central idea that they are expressing in all of their communications. That could be in the content itself, it could be in conversations, real time, IRL. There needs to be a central idea why that company is doing what they do. So, storytelling in a world of AI, algorithms, data, storytelling becomes your competitive advantage. Folks who can't tell their story lose the business. It's not always the best product and widget that wins. We know that already. It's those who make the most compelling argument to make people want to do business with them. So, all success begins with selling a story. The story you need to be selling, if you're a creator, is your own. If you are personal brand building, if you're a corporation, selling the story is the game now in business, guys. It's not about the product and the technology as much as it is the story. So, I'll run you through a quick framework that will help. First, for context, all great leaders do two things. Number one, they have a strong vision. Good leaders have a strong, compelling vision. And number two, they can convey that vision powerfully, usually through story. The ability to paint the picture that folks can believe in helps those who don't understand and see what you see to embrace it. So, for example, Martin Luther King had a dream. It's pretty straightforward. John Kennedy wanted to put a man on the moon. Very straightforward. You had Jeff, right? Jeff wants Amazon to be the most customer centric company on the earth. I would argue he achieved that. But that's a pretty straight, compelling vision. Forget the earth. Elon wants to colonize Mars. This is called simple, guys. You know exactly what these people are about, exactly what they envision, and exactly where they're taking their tribe. So, heady stuff, right? Big picture. This is earth shattering galactic things. It doesn't have to be that. Maybe your company's not actually curing cancer and ending pollution. Simple. Sarah wanted Spanx to bring comfort and confidence to women. This is pretty like basic common things. Your company has a central core message. You, as the leader of the company, have to be able to express that. If you're in sales, that applies to you as well. Marketing. We'll get to the channels in a minute. Great leaders do two things. Number one, they have a vision. Number two, they can clearly articulate their vision. So we apply this to the company level now. Great companies do exactly the same thing. They are very clear in what they express and how they do it. They exist for a reason. Every company exists for a reason. So Google, anyone know why Google exists? To organize the world's information. Arguably, they've done that. So Google is a very clear and concise in what they're doing. They make tools for the mind, if I remember, that's how Steve expressed it. Tools for the mind, for the betterment of humanity, right? Challenging the status quo. How they do all that is they make tools for the mind to better humanity. And then, of course, you've got Disney, which is the happiest place on earth. That's as straightforward as it gets. You know why these companies are doing what they do. They exist for a very simple reason, and they can clearly articulate that to their potential customers. And so, let's bring it to you. How do you do this for your business? Here are 3 storytelling tips for you to improve how you're doing your business. Number 1, clarify your unifying vision. What do you see? The company has to see the world going to a different place, hopefully something better. You have to clarify the vision. And number 2, you have to put it into a soundbite, like one sentence, as in aliens was Jaws in space. Like you need to be able to say, bang, this is what we do, soundbite. And number 3, strategically communicate that. And what strategically communicate means is you don't willy-nilly post stuff on social like every company does. We have a new hire. We just won an award. You have to cross pollinate the channels, not necessarily all social either, podcasting, email. You need to make sure that you're strategically reinforcing the message, the one unifying vision, the thing you do the best, right? You want to clarify your message because you think you have a business problem. You want more revenue? That's not a business problem. That's a communications problem. Business now transfers from technology into communication, hard skills to soft skills, from math into and quant into creative and words. You can argue this all you like. It's not the best product that wins. It is the best communicated product that wins. And so, you want help with this? That's what I do over here, folks. I clarify messages. I help people giving them the words to say. We distribute content in an organized fashion. We'll help you think that through. And what does that really mean? In practical terms, that's things like copywriting, website messaging, relationship selling properly through email and on the phone. These are basic sales tactics and strategies. The point is, it needs to fit together in a unified, think of a pyramid. It ladders up. When you get that right, when you get the communication down, when you get the messaging right, you know what happens? You build relationships, and relationships will drive all your revenue. Because in a social world where every one of your potential prospects or customers is already connected and talking with every one of your potential prospects and customers, guess what? It's all social selling now. Thanks for listening, guys. Peace out. Hit me if you need.